If you want to know what Trump campaign staffers think about you, just watch Fox News, like this weekend when they gushed over Donald Trump's new ploy for money, a limited edition series of gaudy gold $400 Trump sneakers. And like they always do on Fox, somebody said the quiet part out loud on what the big sneaker strategy is really all about.
Even the sneaker thing. I was on social media last night. Very interesting as you see black support eroding from Joe Biden. This is connecting with black America because they love sneakers. They're into sneakers. They love this is a big deal, certainly in the inner city. So when you have Trump roll out his sneaker line, they're like, wait a minute, this is cool. He's reaching them on a level that defies and is above politics. The culture always trumps politics. And Trump understands culture like no politician I've ever seen.
Seriously? Why didn't I think of this when I ran the RNC? Let's see. Black folks love sneakers, and we can paint them gold. This can't miss. Trust me, it's a big miss. And they ugly as hell. Angela Carasone watches a lot of Fox as the president and CEO of Media Matters for America, and he joins me now. $400 kicks? Gold? Are they really this cynical over there at Fox?
Yeah, and this same guy, about a year ago when Trump's mugshot came out, said that black people can, quote, relate to Donald Trump now, and that it was actually going to increase his black support because he had, quote, street cred. This is the same guy.
Yeah.
So in some way, this is not just a one-off. This is part of a pattern from him and Fox News more broadly.
The mugshot, yeah, I guess that works for us too. We're used to seeing Fox do these types of things. We're used to seeing them demonize minorities and sort of play up the sort of racial angle on these things. It gets worse each time, though, seemingly. Their audience really sucks this stuff in and just sort of takes it and goes, yeah, this will work. Black people will now follow Donald Trump and because they'll get a pair of sneakers?
Yeah, it's weird because they tend to have it both ways. Most of the time, they're demonizing black people, right? So just a few weeks ago, they actually blamed the 737, the Boeing door that popped out. They blamed that on Boeing allowing too many black people to work on airplanes. That was not just one Fox News show. That was an entire day of Fox News coverage. Amazing. That was an argument that they made, and their audience completely consumed it. And that's a reflection of what they say to them every day. But then they have these one-offs where they actually get excited about the idea and this false narrative that somehow Trump is capturing, all sorts of people across the country, that it's not just limited to his MAGA support base.
So here's some racist narratives Fox passed along just off the top of my head. Birtherism, Obama phones, migrant caravans stealing jobs. They just had to apologize for a live broadcast showing the Guardian Angels roughing up a guy they said was a migrant who actually is from the Bronx. What'd I miss?
Most recently, it's claims that they are trying to secretly replace the national anthem. That's a big part of it, that they've been sort of...
Oh, it's because we sing the national black
anthem. And it's part of a larger conspiracy to dilute white power.
Every voice
That's right. And it is a huge problem, and they're really worried about this because they've heard it played a lot more regularly, and they think there's some conspiracy going on. They tie them into the sort of the larger white genocide great replacement theory, and in sort of the Fox News world, they're actually the henchmen for the great powers, mostly Jewish people that are actually helping bring in all the immigrants. They're helping perpetuate this through their sports and their culture. So those are the two big ones more recently that you've missed at Fox.
Somehow it amazes me that people actually believe that, singing the national black anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, is threatening to white life here in America. I want to move on a little bit further into the abyss with the My Pillow guy. He of election-denying fame, Mike Lindell, used ads that basically were all over the network, offering $5 million to anyone who could, go out there and disprove his election fraud claims. Well, guess what? He caught the car.
He did.
Someone actually disproved his claims, and now he's doing the backstroke and trying to get a judge to get him off the hook. What's wrong here? And what does that say that he thought he could actually get away with the big lie like that?
I mean, part of it is that he got high on his own supply. I mean, there was he believed to a degree that he could manifest this through enough resources. And why wouldn't he believe that? He was Fox's single largest advertiser for years. And the result of that was just through force of will, he was able to push all kinds of nonsensical conspiracies and chicanery, not just into Fox, but into the right-wing echo chamber. So he had a track record of using his money and his resources to manifest false narratives into reality. And Trump was a conduit for that. So in this instance, he gets out there and says, nobody can prove me wrong, $5 million. And he just assumes that he can bluster and might make his right way through it.
Let's take a little listen of Mr. Lindell.
And the media is all down at that end, just attacking me from around the world. But I'm welcoming it. I want to tell them, hey, we have to get rid of the electronic voting machines that go to paper ballots hand counted. And I do want to say, Steve, my pillow, thanks all of you. We put our bathrobes on sale, 100% USA Supima cotton.
The grift is always on.
It is.
The grift is always on. No matter how bad it gets, I got a grift. I mean, that seems to be the end game at the end of the day. That, I've got this audience, and I'm going to lie to them, and they're going to give me cash.
I mean, part of what's happening is that because of what we talked about earlier, they become increasingly less commercially viable because of their extremism. They have to become a closed system, just like Alex Jones, right? He tells people that there's all this estrogen in the water, and you have to buy these eye drops to put into your drinks that takes the estrogen out of it. It's a closed system, and the rest of the right-wing media is following suit. Lindell is just one part of that puzzle.
Just one part of it.
If it makes you feel any better, I have already put evac on alert. He's ready to go if it comes to that. General, I can assure you.
Hey, General, let me into the war room to see you, so I had to hack my way onto this frequency.
This better be critical, Wheelie.
So, come on, what is it now, please? Okay, couple of things. I'm running low on the dough. I was thinking about taking a couple of months sick leave, maybe starting today. And, oh yeah. I intercepted a transmission from Megatron.
Then send it through.
Yes, sir, right away, sir. And so I was so damn good on the other stuff.
This is your last warning, insects. Relinquish what remains of the Allspark.
So who's the insect? You? What? Who's the insect?
Protect you. They were defeated on our world, and we will defeat them here.
This was just a diversion. Security, please bring up. Rabbit, she's already inside. Deeds! Give me an update on that reserve. Boss readiness. What was his name? What was it?
Evac, sir.
Right, evac.
She's right in front.
We are facing a heavy, sustained attack. They appear to be after the Allspark. General! General! National security advisor! Stay down! Check it out! There is a celebration!